Wales started their Six Nations campaign with a stunning 34-7 victory over Scotland in Cardiff. Steff Evans went over for Wales's fourth try of the afternoon to secure a perfect, bonus point win over Gregor Townsend's men at the Principality Stadium. Sportsmail's Alex Bywater was on hand to run the rule over players from both sides during the Six Nations opener in the Welsh capital. First tries in 5 years for Wales as he crossed in either half. His celebration at both scores said everything about relieving that drought. As solid as ever in defence and from the tee. Excellent. Worcester wing made his Wales debut and didn't look out of place. Great tackle on Ali Price summed up a strong defensive effort. Promising start to his international career. Missed one tackle on Finn Russell, but other than that a solid midfield operator. Cut down the Scottish options in the wide channels and made a fine impersonator for the absent Jonathan Davis. Didn't quite hit the heights of his two-try debut against South Africa in December, but didn't let anyone down either. Solid in attack and defense and a handy kicker, too. Showed his threat with scintillating early run and looks like he's really growing into international rugby. Gets his hands free in contact. Lovely pass to Halfpenny for his second and added coup de grace with brilliant bonus point finish. First start at fly half for his country and looked far from overawed. Not as ostentatious as his opposite number, but did basics well as he continued the fine form he's shown with the Scarlets. Made 2 basic early errors, but picked off intercept to race home for his 10th international try. After that he looked full of confidence as he bossed his forwards. Evans is becoming a fine international prop. As comfortable with ball in hand as he is at scrum time. The man from West Wales is clearly the long-term successor to Gethin Jenkins. Reliable with his darts at the set piece. Surprisingly replaced in the second half, but by that stage the job was already done. Bigger test to come against England next week. Summed up Wales' newfound attacking approach with a lovely flick pass before the break. Nice to see him back out there after a worrying Achilles injury saw him miss the autumn. Put in a real shift for the 55 minutes he was on the field. He's trusted by Warren Gatland and showed why here with a solid display in the engine room. Industrious as ever in the tight and showed lovely hands too. Nearly created what would have been a sumptuous team try for Steff Evans. Great to see him rampaging in the loose, turning into a fine international player. Tall, rangy and imposing. The Scarlets man provides the perfect balance between physicality and ball-playing ability. A fine display and was the official man of the match. One of Wales' players of the autumn and didn't disappoint again here. Showed strength with turnover on Byron McGuigan and was all over the field. Returned to action after a horror back injury and lasted more than an hour. Didn't seem to show any rustiness and surely there is more to come from him. Substitutes: Wyn Jones, for Rob Evans, 51 minutes, 7, Thomas Francis, for Samson Leigh, 51 minutes, 6, Bradley Davis, for Corey Hill. 56 minutes, 6, Gareth Anscombe, for Rhys Patchell, 63 minutes, 6, Elliot D., for Ken Owens, 63 minutes, 6, Justin Tipuric, for Ross Moriarty. 65 minutes, 6, Al Davis, for Gareth Davis, 66 minutes, 6, Owen Watkin, for Scott Williams, 71 minutes, 6 tries, G. Davis 6, Halfpenny 12. 62, Evans 73 Kins, Halfpenny 8, 13, 63, 74 pence, Halfpenny 44, 49 made 48 meters in the first half and looked dangerous whenever he got the ball. The problem for his team was the Glasgow man just simply didn't get it enough to cause regular damage. A British and Irish lion in the summer. Seymour couldn't really be blamed for his team's struggles here. Scotland's troubles were all up front where they never achieved parity. Knocked on from a scrum with Scotland in a prime attacking position just before the break. It summed up a frustrating afternoon for the away backs who were too lateral at key moments. Showed his breakdown prowess with one turnover on Moriarty, but his centre partnership with Newcastle's Harris didn't click. Especially in attack. Carried hard whenever he had possession. You couldn't fault his effort. But he ran into a red brick wall as Wales came out on top. He wasn't the only one on his team to do so, either. Probed and prompted his backs outside him and is a joy to watch, but this was a case of perhaps too much style when some substance was required. Through intercept which allowed Wales scrum half Davis to open the scoring. Takes a while to wind up his pass and was hooked before the 50-minute mark in favour of Greg Laidlaw, formed part of a makeshift Scottish front row, and it showed. Failed to get any joy out of the Welsh pack and didn't offer much around the field either. Not straight with the first half line out and didn't have much to cheer about on the whole. Like his team. He'll want to forget this one in quickly. Second string tight head. His display here showed why Scotland missed WP so badly. Worryingly for them, he's likely to continue in the blue number 3 jersey for the rest of the tournament. One turnover was the highlight of a display where he never got near the heights reached by Wales locks. Alan Wynne-Jones and Corey Hill showed him how it should be done. Rampaging early break from the giant second row. But that was as good as it got. Replaced with 35 minutes to go as Gregor Townsend looked for fresh legs. Quiet first half and coughed up penalty at the start of the second which allowed Halfpenny to extend the Welsh lead. Didn't get anything from Pascal Gauzier at the breakdown. Hamish Watson, 6, didn't have as much breakdown joy here compared to when the two sides met in Edinburgh last season. Navidi and Shingler did a job on him to quiet his effectiveness. Didn't provide the ballast Scotland would have been looking for. Failed to make a first half carry and was substituted almost immediately after the second half began. Poor. Substitutes: Greg Laidlaw, for Leigh Price, 48 minutes, 5, Ryan Wilson, for Cornell Dupreez, 49 minutes, 5, Jamie Botty, for Gordon Reid. 49 minutes, 5, Grant Gilchrist, for Ben Toulis, 55 minutes, 5, Sean Maitland, for Byron McGuigan, 55 minutes, 5, Peter Horan, for Chris Harris,